Hey folks, and welcome back to beautiful sunny Pattaya, Thailand. Only this afternoon it is not beautiful nor sunny. It is stormy and rainy. Today is a Sunday afternoon, and we are being hit with a series of pretty severe thunderstorms, and that means we get a lot of rain in a little amount of time. So I decided to saddle up on the bike and head out into town and check out the kind of carnage that these storms can cause when we get a lot of rain in a short amount of time. And I'm taking you guys along with me. So let's go. So it's a beautiful morning. Bright, blue, sunny, Pattaya, Thailand morning. Just usually what I show you. And that's easy to do because a lot of times, most of the time, that's what it looks like. But sometimes it looks like this. So when storms come through here, they can be quite violent. Like many places, I've lived places that get big thunderstorms, but here it seems like what comes along, not just the wind, not just the lightning and the pouring, sheeting rain, but you also get the floods. And there's some areas of town that are more prone to floods than other. This one being one, Beach Road. But they've conducted a re-engineering, a construction of this that really has somewhat, to a large degree, mitigated that. But I was out the other day. We had a huge storm come through, and I went out the other day, and you can see some of the problem spots. I'll show you some of the problem spots, but also some of the spots that historically were problems that right now maybe not so much. Let's head out on this ride here. Now, the worst of this is over. We had lightning, we had thunder. It was a mess, but it is still raining, as you can see. It's not completely over yet, but I wanted to get out here as soon as possible. But the rain will present a problem because it will fog up, or it'll wet the camera lens. So I'll try to keep that dry. But this doesn't look too bad here. Not too bad at all, I guess, until you get down here. Here's where the fun starts. I want to cut over to Soy Diana because Soy Diana is known for one of the worst spots, like kind of in the middle by LK Metro. But this is looking pretty bad on its own here. This has got to be 6 to 8 inches deep of water I'm going through right here. But we'll get out the air. Soy Diana right up there. There's a guy. Now on the lower side of Soy Diana, not as bad. He's heading right up to the worst of it here. I doubt he's going to make it on that. He's probably going to stall out. But anyway, I am on, in case you're wondering today, I'm on the CRF300. So it's a motorbike that's made for off-road riding through rivers and things like that, which is kind of what we're doing today. It's got big wheels and tires and good protection for water and splashing water and that kind of stuff. So I think I can make it through the worst Pattaya flood has to offer here. We'll see, and I'll try to keep this camera lens clean. the best I can, but that's going to be a futile effort. I'll show you how we do that. We'll go up here to the LK Metropole. They're high and dry up here. I guess as high and dry as you can be on a day like today. But we'll be able to get a good view here. Look at this silver car. You can see the water is almost to the top of the tires on that silver sedan down there. I'll show you how we clean the lens here. It's a very scientific concept. And you just take the shirt and give it a wipe. high tech at its best. But I don't know what to do. I don't know how to keep this clean. I'll just try the best I can as we go. Well, we'll head back out here. You see the water is up to the second step there at Area 51. This is one of the worst spots historically right here. Anywhere there's a little dip in the road, it's actually much lower than Soy Baikal, which is flooded on its own. So one of the other worst spots right around the corner here on Soy 25 or Soy Chayapum, and there's a dip in the road right down here. You can actually see right here we'll go down into a little dip right by this blue roof over here to the left. Now that's what's known as the triangle bar. And you'll see as we go, when there's people out walking, I try to go very slow by them because otherwise I would just soak them. If I go down here at normal speed, it's a wake like you wouldn't believe. It's like a speedboat going through the water, just sending a wake from curb to curb. But as we go up Soy 25 here, we're going uphill and the water subsides. So we'll just do another camera lens clean here, turn around up the Soy and go right back down, because at the top it's practically dry. There's nothing. It's just all settled down here at the bottom by Soy Baikal and by the triangle bar. So we'll go back down through it. Now there's a bot bus up here, a song towel. And if you know, a lot of times guys will stand on the back of the song towel. There's like a little shelf or a little tailgate, I guess you call it. And you can see that tailgate is actually underwater right there. So if you've ever stood on the back of a bot bus, you know what I mean. You can kind of stand there. Your feet would have been underwater there for a brief moment while it went past the triangle bar there. There you go. So back up to Soy Baikal. A lot of traffic here for a day like today. This Mercedes has his whole front spoiler in the water. I'm just going to kind of go around them. They're going to be forever. I'll just kind of go off, kind of go down the wrong way here and get around them. But yeah, you can see even the cars, their front bumpers are submerged in the water. Soy Baikal, maybe right here, maybe 4 or 5 inches of water. I'm not sure. We'll head down here through LK Metro. LK Metro itself doesn't seem too bad. It's a little bit elevated up there. But we'll go down here to one of the worst spots, which is Soy Honey. This, I think, is tantamount to a river. So we'll go down here and see what they have to say. So yeah, the girl's kind of cheering me on as I went by. Not too many takers on motorbikes on that top part of Soy Honey. I'll try to go slow. There's a couple walkers down here. Try to slow down. There's a young lady down here, way down there. You can just see her, and she sees me coming, and she's gonna try and stand on this ledge. But I had seen her. There's a motorbike that fell over too. Wonder if it washed over. But I wasn't gonna splash her. We had a laugh as I went by. But yeah, that's where from right here up, where we just came from, is the worst on Soy Honey. This part down here, not so bad. For some reason, the lower part, which is downhill of the bad part, isn't so bad for some reason. Maybe they've got some better drainage down here or something. But we'll go on down and we'll cross Second Road. And Second Road is, the middle lane of Second Road is pretty decent, but the edges or the sides of Second Road are flooded. And this will be Soy 10. We'll go down here to the beach. I'm really curious about the beach, and we'll see how this project that was kind of designed to, I don't know, mitigate the damage. We'll see how that worked. Now you see right here in the middle of Soy 10, it's high and dry. It's kind of like elevated, and then we'll start going downhill again, right down here by the beach, and that'll be where the problem picks up. And down here, I don't know. You'll be able to see actually the water bubbling up. I guess that's from the pressure of it running down the sewer lines and then not having a place to go, and it actually just bubbles up. Try to clean the lens. even a more scientific approach that time. But you see it bubbling up right there. And other than this area, and down by Central Festival, where I'm standing on the beach the next day talking to you, it's not bad. I think most of Beach Road, this is very good. I think most of the Beach Road is no problem at all. This stretch of beach I'm standing on, right in front of the Hilton or Central Festival Mall, is a little bit fixed up. The other day, it didn't look like this. The other day, it looked like this. But you'd almost not know that today. They've kind of fixed it up, spruced it up a little bit. Songkran's going on this week. There's a lot of people in town that normally wouldn't be here that came in for the Songkran holiday. Even though the Songkran holiday has been greatly curtailed, there's still been a decent amount of travelers here, domestic travelers, that have come into town for a beach weekend, a little bit to kind of use their days off, their time off, to have a good time. So with not much to show down at Beach Road, we'll head back up. This is Soi 13-2. We'll head back up on here, and down by Beach Road, not much standing water. I'm sure that situation will change up by Second Road. But they got some of the ladies standing out here still trying to flag you over in the middle of a monsoon. But anyway, yeah, this Soi, not too bad. We will get a valley or a little dip in the road up here where we've got probably 6 or 8 inches of standing water for a short amount of time, just for a short amount of time. So then I guess sometimes I've seen this happen where there's almost a little bit of a delayed reaction where after the storm, it seems like you get a swell, which the roads can be actually more flooded than during the storm. So we'll head back up. I've got to ride on the right side to pass the traffic and avoid the blowback, and that's the side that's got all the standing water. But we'll go back up. Well, Soi Honey was fun. We'll go back up Soi Honey because I'm not sure if the peak of this has actually flowed down yet. So you've got Sukhumvit Road flooded up on the top side of town, and there still may be a tide coming down some of these side sois. So we'll see if it gets any worse. It may get worse before it gets better, or maybe the worst is upon us now. But I want to go back up and double check. So the whole time I'm wondering, is this going to be a regular occurrence this year? We've had some dry years. Is this going to be a wet year, or maybe a super wet year? See that bubbling up water there again. Go past Retox here. Now this isn't bad. The lower part of Soi Honey, this actually looks better than it was 10 minutes ago. There's a guy up here. I don't think he's going to make it up that river. He's still in the good part. We'll see how he does. We'll kind of hang back. But yeah, it seems like if anything, it's gotten a little bit better. We're starting to get into the deeper water now. Nah, he's changed his mind. Right here is where it really starts. Right there. Right there is where the real bad part starts. Hey, somebody picked that motorbike up already. That's good. I'm wondering if that really washed over or blew over. We did have some bad wind for a while. Somebody could have just walked by and knocked it over too in their zeal to get to cover. But yeah, not many takers on this road for sure. I don't know. I think I'm going to declare that Soi Honey was probably the worst road that I went down in terms of a whole road. Soi Chayapum, Soi Pothole, that one spot I think was the deepest anywhere. But this, as a road in its entirety, was, I think, the worst road. So this road wins the prize in terms of the worst flood, I believe. I'm not going to go to the left so much down Soi Buakhao, Tree Town. It's about the same all the way down Buakhao. There's some high spots, some low spots, but the traffic, you see there's a Mercedes there. I don't know if he's stalled out or just parked there, but everybody has to go around them. Kind of an odd place to stop right there, but who knows. And yeah, this looks maybe even a little bit worse. So I think the peak is upon us right now. It's not always a bright sunny day here. I think people know that. But there is such thing as a rainy season or a monsoon season, and it's actually coming on a little bit early this year. Usually isn't until the end of April, May. We've actually had it coming on early April. Even late March we started getting some rain, which that's usually not till after Songkran, but it's
not an exact science. A couple weeks of variance here and there. That's what you get. But we'll see. This year, unlike the last two, maybe a normal or even wet year.
So yeah, I have done some checking around and in the almanacs and so forth, and I believe the wettest year in the last 30 is predicted for 2021 here. So not sure that'll encompass the entire country or just parts. Some parts have gotten decent rain and others have been in drought. So this is actually good. Some of the reservoirs and lakes need to be replenished and so forth. So it's nature's course. Some wet years, some dry years. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little ride through the Pattaya flood. Not what I normally do, but I thought it might be of some interest if you've never seen Pattaya in this condition. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and leave this episode off right here. And as usual, I'll thank you for watching. And until next time, bye for now.